Hello, lovely ladies. I
Hello.
had a wonderful time watching Moxie. I enjoyed every second of it. And my first question is for Amy. I know that you really got to collaborate with the author as well as the screenwriters when preparing the film. And I was wondering what that collaboration process was like.
Yes, thank you for asking. Tamara Chestnut and Dylan Meyer are the writers on this script, and Jennifer Mathieu is the writer of the book. All really strong, accomplished women. And it was so great to be able to work in tandem with them to carve out the story, to figure out the characters, to try to set the tone. I mean, Jennifer, who wrote the original book of which the film is based, is a high school teacher in Texas. She is still a high school teacher. She is in the classroom, maybe right now virtually, and so she has a feminist club that she runs after school, and they have a book, like she's in it. So, it's just really great to be able to have her as a resource. And I think it's important that, when you're doing any kind of project and you're almost like you're doing like an organ transplant, you really want to make sure that you keep the intention of the piece as safe as possible, keep it on ice, so that it can find its way into the film. So it was a great process.
I love that. I'm definitely gonna have to read the book now because I was like, oh, I want to see where this came from. Now, Hadley and Lauren.
Sorry, blah, blah, blah.
Hadley and Lauren, I really love the friendship with Vivian and Claudia, and I thought it was so nice that we see how they come from two different places, and that is actually explored in the film. So can you talk about how their background affects their response to Moxie?
Yeah. Lauren.
Oh, yeah, I think, because Claudia is living with her mom, who is coming from China, and her mom is a single mom. So the pressures that Claudia faces are a lot different because she has a lot riding on her shoulders and just a lot of cultural pressures as to what her mom would be comfortable with her doing with her life. And they've put a lot onto her to go to college and to carry the family on her back. And I think that when Vivian and Claudia were younger, they probably never thought about these things, and they were just kids, and they grew up and they were friends and listened to music, watch movies, talk about crazy stuff, go outside, whatever. But the pressures of the world start to layer on, and you start to realize the people that you love who are the same as you come from very different places, and we have to be empathetic towards that, and we have to try to understand, because if we don't, we need to be thinking outside of ourselves, because I think that when we get caught up in our heads, that's really when we lose the connection.
Hadley?
Yeah, I think there are higher stakes for Claudia, and I think there are more limitations as well. And Vivian has never had to address any of the things that Claudia has to address. And I love that you see that part of their relationship unfold in the movie for the first time, because they have been lifelong friends, and the fact that it's never discussed is, I just like that you're able to see it develop in the film, and watch them learn from each other, and Vivian's reaction to hearing Claudia's truth, which she shares with Vivian, and really opens up her heart and speaks her truth. But yeah, they're coming from different places, and Vivian doesn't address it until a very specific moment in the film, because Claudia brings it to her attention.
Yeah, I thought you guys did a great job with exploring the reality of intersectionality. So thank you very much for this film, and you are all beautiful tropical fish.
Right back at you, Tatiana.
Bye.
Bye.